Steady camp going. Good. There we go. All right. Now do not touch these plants. I already made the mistake of kind of brushing past it. It looks like it's, like a gentle, like just twigs. But those are sharp, pointy, sharp. You touch those things and they stick. I mean, they really hurt. You do not want to rub against this thing. Even the dry, dead ones there. Hi there. How y'all doing? I'm on my way to the return to the volcano wilderness. I'll show you where it is. See? The Black Mountains up there? That's where we're going. Last week I was here and I hiked to that Black Mountain there. I hiked there. Actually, I hiked way over there and I realized I was off base and I came across, got to that mountain, went up the other side of that nearest mountain, and made it up to the ridge and saw a spectacular sight, gorges in a volcano wilderness over here. And now we're back. I'm going to try to get there again, and I'm thinking that if I follow this wash, which is getting increasingly larger as I go, interesting how that works. It's kind of the reverse of normal river flows, or rivers that come, you think of a river starting off small and getting bigger. These, as they go towards the sea, more water, these start off relatively small and they get bigger. because it's a braided stream, so the little channels, I picked up one of the small channels lower down, and then it comes up and they connect together, and now I'm in a much larger wash. And it's getting easier to walk. It's almost like a road. This is a good shortcut. I think I'm going to cut off at least an hour of the hike that it took me last time to reach that point. So we're going to go up there. And my goal is to make it into the Big Black Mountains there, to explore a little bit of the rock cliffs there. And I want to make it to a dry waterfall. Time is a little bit short. I got a late start. Forgot to set the alarm. I was planning to get up at 4 a.m., but I was tooling around and I went to sleep and forgot. So instead of bringing my proper camping backpack, I just brought my day pack, and we'll go up there. I forgot a lot of stuff. Forgot my flashlight, all kinds of stuff. It's hot as heck, even though it's like January 11th today, 1:11, and very, very hot. Hope I've got enough water. So I'll go until my water's gone. That's a good plan. Swim out as far until you swim out in the ocean until you're exhausted, and then come back. See how much bigger this stream is now? Look at that. There's the edge over there. It was just the size of a small road before. Ouch. Little tiny gnat flew in my eye. Very rare to see any insects up here. There's the proper wash down there. Yeah, this is going to join up with it. So I'll turn on the camera as we get a little closer. I think we're going to enter the mountains up there. So I think this is going to come around here, probably turn, and then lead us up. So I'll just continue to follow this, which I hope will do the job. Okay, talk to you later. Bye-bye. Birdies. Tweet, tweet. I didn't make it much further before I was compelled to turn the camera back on. Look at this flood area. You can definitely see how the flash floods have been tearing through here. Look at this landscape here. And this would be a very bad place to camp, although right up there might be okay. Is that a butterfly? It is a butterfly. Let's go. Desert butterfly. There it is. Where are you going? Wait for me. There it goes. Pretty. Coming back? Very nice. Find how much nectar in there. I can't even see. I don't even know. I can't even see. It's so bright. Okay. I can't even see. Is it in there? Where is it? There it is. Very nice. So quiet. Okay. Bye-bye. Here's a crumbly bit off of the wash. We're getting close. See those black mountains? I saw this over here, so I came over to have a look. It's interesting. This is a bit of geology, a geological landscape that I don't quite know yet. I don't quite understand. Kind of looks like cement. It's very hard. Very hard. It's what do you call that? Breccia? Very small, angular pieces. Not right, breccia. I don't know what this is. It's not sandstone. But see the bits and pieces in there, the dark colors? And then over here, look at this. It's formed a little cave. I can see maybe a black widow web. Hi, anybody home? I see the home of a pack rat back inside. Put my hat on. See that? Could be an animal living back inside. That twigs and wood, that's a pack rat nest. And this is probably a black widow spider web. See if I can find the spider in here. Probably secreted away. So you can kind of tell by twanging it a little bit. Black widow webs are very, very, the tensile strength is very high. They kind of have a special feel to them. It doesn't really feel like a black widow web. It doesn't feel as twangy. Like a tight guitar string. See what I mean about the bits and pieces? What is this? It's all over. I'm pretty sure that's what all the mountains are made of. So these stones haven't traveled very far. They're not rounded. Or not very rounded. Some of them a little bit. Something solidified. It's like a mud flow or something. Anyway, it's a huge. It covers all of this landscape. Oh, see, it's all across the surface. Strange. Not even really a crust. It's just that. Okay. See, it's a wonderful surface at the top. It's kind of eroded away the greenier stuff. Doesn't this look like a block of concrete? Yeah. That's where we're headed. I think we're going to go around here. See the big valley here. Now, this is what's working. My plan to follow this up is working. You can see how it's kind of formed a valley area, the floodplain. It's going to go up, turn right, and into that canyon. I've already feel my nerves. I feel I feel the anxiety building. I don't know. It's the wilderness anxiety. It's a good thing. It's the kind of thing that keeps your nerves up and your caution up. I might stop for a burrito. This might be a good spot for a burrito. Maybe I'll stop up by the cliff. Yeah. Okay. More later as we get closer. Bye-bye. This is kind of interesting. This is a feeder. It's a small, tributary that comes in and then feeds into here. Now, normally tributaries like this in flowing rivers will build up a sediment dam right here and a shallow spot and maybe rapids. So if you're going down the Colorado River, for example, and you see rapids ahead, it might be that there's a tributary feeding into it. But here in the flash flood basin, that's not the case. Anything that gets deposited just gets swept. Let me try that slow motion. Swept away like that. Interesting. So very different type of formation. No delta. Yeah, that's the thing. No delta. Yeah, burrito time. See ya. All right, had a nice burrito lunch. Here, I want to show you this. See the lines here? You can see the strata there. And I was thinking these white lines. Sorry about that. White lines might be ash. So I went up to look at it and I touched it and I saw very visible proof that it is indeed ash, volcanic ash. There's a big piece right there. Watch the way the dust comes off when I fiddle with it. No, I don't want to knock it off. Let's do this part here. Oh, okay, here. Maybe. Okay, well, not there. Let's go back to where I was doing it before. Wah, wah, wah. Spider. Oh, see? See how the dust? See the dust rising? Very dusty ash. Pretty sure that's volcanic ash. Yeah. Let's go. Much wider floodplain now. Really opening up here. Wow, something washed that rock down. Very big. Whoa, and we can see the black cliffs and hills, volcanic cliffs and hills. Starting to see bigger boulders washed down in flash floods. That would be the high ground. I don't think there's any rain going on, although there is rain in the forecast for tomorrow. But if it started raining, you'd want to book it to those hills real quick. This is definitely where the water would be coming down. And lots of big boulders over here. It's very wide. This entire embankment appears to be about 2 football fields. Maybe about 1.5 football fields in width. It'll probably narrow as we get closer and enter the Black Canyon. The volcano wilderness, as I'm calling it. Dun 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 for drama. Okay, camera back on when it gets closer. Okay, I thought I'd just film a little bit of the approach that we're closing in on the Black Canyon. Beautiful cliffs. Look at the ridge there. Tempted to climb up on that ridge for a look, but I might do that. Climb up there, follow the ridge along the top until it intersects with the black. I think let's do that. Let's go over there. It's a little tricky scrambling up that stuff, but let's do it. Okay, we're getting closer to this. Well, I'm going to go up on this little ledge now. This canyon. I saw an animal up there at the top of that. Let's go out here. It's kind of, like I said, it's kind of slippery. Big burrow. Watch out, feet might fall through the... We'll see them. See? Just did. Right there. Step carefully. Fall through these things. Whoop, there's another one. It's all hollow in there. Should avoid that. Don't want to mess up someone's house. Yeah. It's nice. Just fell through again. This would be a good place to be when the flash floods came. Sorry, plant. So those big old boulders out there. I think they're showing up. It's hard to tell. That's the edge of the lava mountains. Was that a lava flow? From satellite view, it sure looked like the edge of a lava flow. But I'm not really sure. Ah. Lovely, lovely. Is that mistletoe? I'm not sure. Look at that. That's where we're headed. Right up through there. Let's go see, shall we? Okay. Take a photo first. And another one. There we go, and one more. There we go. I found evidence of a camp. Fire ring here. It doesn't look like anyone's used it in a while. There's some ash on the bottom formed around these stones. Good size. What a wonderful place to camp. I might come back here and utilize this spot myself. I'm safe from the flash floods. You can set up your tent right around here. Pardon me. Oh, maybe right there, or maybe right there. Oh, that would be a good place. Yeah, kind of level. Splendid, absolutely marvelous view of the desert. Right at the tip of the lava flow and the entrance to the big lava canyon, and you can see the outcropping, the differential hills there. Yeah, I might come back and use this spot in the future. I gotta remember it. Easy to find. Off we go. It's on. Look at the difference, the darker red and the lighter red. I wonder what that is. Maybe the oxygen content, certainly some mineral difference. But we're at the very edge now. There's the pale colored desert. Here's the volcanic side. We're about to go in the canyon, so I thought I'd turn the camera on as we walk through. It's getting cold. Indeed. What is that? Oh, see the white thing there in the middle of the frame? I think it's a stump of a yucca, perhaps. Hear that? I heard something. I thought it would be just an easy saunter up the side to under the volcanic lava flow. I do intend to go up there, but it's not as easy as I thought it would be. And it's to stretch. Okay, so take us a little while to get up there and go through that, but let's go do it together, shall we? Hold the camera steady. Little side canyon. Call yourself. Like dark clouds. Keep an eye on those. Oh, you can see the interesting. Remember how some rivers, light color river goes into a dark color river. Here's a dark colored sediment going into the light color stuff and mixing as it goes downstream. I know that there is Indian rock art in some of the formations up here. Wonderful finding. You know, turning the camera on like this as we go into a place like this is comforting, even though you're not really here. It kind of feels like you are. And it's entering places like this, it's sometimes a little bit, feel a little strange. Look at the beautiful cascades of rock and the cliffs. It's the first real shot of the cliffs. Let's get some photos too. Photo. Guys, don't let me forget to take photos. This is it's like entering Mordor. Entering the volcano wilderness. Look at the holes up there. Amazing. Such beautiful cliffs. Wow. Of course, I know that the camera really doesn't do this justice to the whole sense of it all. Cliffs of basalt, I think. Hey, a gourd. More. Gorgeous, kind of heavy. Going on the volcanic rock there. Rock face, fall. Bits of green on it. A cave up there, maybe. Just an indentation. Wow. Got a lot of water flows through here. See how it's worn away the tops layers here. Oh wow, look at this. Beautiful. Wow, look at that. Let's get a photo of that. About to emerge out the other side into a more open area. Could that be the area that I made it to? Right up there, perhaps. That might be where I had lunch, although I don't think it was that close. I think it was further back. Ah, lichens. Nice. On the north face of it. Oh, I shouldn't touch it. It takes a long time for these to form. Okay. Now we're in the real volcano wilderness now. Okay. So I came up to see these almost gray cinders. I wasn't sure what this was. Lots of different outcroppings here, interesting stuff. So I came up. These are, I'm pretty sure these are proper cinders from, volcanic flow, but I don't know why with this color. I'm gonna take one and check it out. Yeah, I've started to grab little samples of geology as I'm out here so that I can study it when I return. Okay, now we're gonna head up this way, and we have a dry waterfall to get to up there. Let's give it a try. Let's go for it. That's our goal for the day. Maybe a volcanic ash right there in the center. Okay, here we go. We're going up. Green over there, and nice beautiful canyon up here. Off we go. Should go up there. We should make a right and another right. I should have printed it up. I don't know. We'll find our way. Really exhausted now. Okay, here's the first fork. You can see that fork goes up there. When I looked on the Google Maps, I think I need to go to the right and bear to the right for a while. So I'll go that way. Don't know what's up there. That looks intriguing though. Really exhausted now. Whew. Walking in this sand is tough. Let me get up here on this harder stuff. Really, just exhausted. Nothing bad. It's just the type of exhaustion that comes from getting tired, if you know what I mean. Ooh, that's a nice landscape. Okay, off we go. Losing track of where I need to go. It's all just a mixed up thing. I'm coming at a fork here. See, right there, that outcropping right there. One fork goes this way, the other goes that way. I don't remember which way to go. I think that's the tall peak that I saw in the photos that I was taking. That would be a heck of a thing to climb. Definitely. I'm going to go up this way. You can see where the halfway zone, the mountains. Really tired. I don't know where the dry waterfall is. But I'm having fun. Can't you tell? No, it is. It's a fun in that kind of a way that, when you get to the edge, ooh, an alien landscape here. It's the kind of fun that when you're doing something really physical that takes it all out of you, and you're like, oh, this is hard, but then it's all worth it. Look at that. Wow, that's interesting. What's that big boulder doing? Right dead center in the middle. What are you doing there? It'd be hard to ascend to. It's that kind of exhaustion. It's like It's worth it, but it's hard. Which way? I guess if this isn't the right way, then I can just go over this ridge and try to find that other canyon. Look at that, the 50-50 over there. You can really see the two landscapes. That looks interesting up there. Tempted to walk over there, but time is important. Forgot to bring any lights. And with these clouds, the moonlight will be dim. So definitely don't want to... I mean, I brought lights, but I left them in the car with most of my water. Okay, I'll turn on as we get closer. The mistletoe, I think it's mistletoe on the tree, looks like a bunch of survivors clinging to a tree. Well, this is in the floodplain, so I don't know what this tree is, but these are growing all on it, and you know, they're parasitic. I don't know, it doesn't look like mistletoe, but I have a feeling that it's a type of a parasite like that. Ow, got me. Well, because you don't see it on any of these. Interesting, but it's taken over this tree, really strangling it to death, so to speak. It looks like mounds that someone made over there, but I've gotta see. No, let's see it when we come back. Gotta get up there. Try to make my goal first. Okay, this is looking promising. This is definitely the path of wildness, following my gut, born of observation. Gut spun and influenced by the observations of the past time I was in this area, which you can probably see. I wonder if that might be the peak right there. I have my lunch right there, maybe. Could be. And I'm it's either this canyon or the next one over. If it's the next one over, that's going to be a tough one to get to. But, so, you know, the path of wildness is not anything, there's nothing mystical about it that I'm aware of. So I don't attribute anything like that. You can definitely see how this is tilted up. Look at the bedding there. Or not the bedding, but it is kind of a bedding, though. Different layers of flow, and then tilted up. That explains how, you can see it there too, the landscape here is all tilted. It explains the mountains, how they get so pointy. And here we are, the intersection of two zones here. We found it. There's nothing mystical, it's just, your mind making sense of the world based on what it sees. And a lot of that is subliminal stuff that we don't take in consciously. The maps that I was looking at created a mental map that I'm following now, which is not infallible. It could be way off. Okay, we're in the transition zone here. Okay, it looks like just what we were thinking, or I was thinking, or whatever. I'll take the blame if I'm wrong. Lava here. Very strange, though. Look at this. This is almost like, this is not solid rock. This is just cinders. Over here, but there is rock over there, so maybe it's underlying. And then something up there came over it. What's that? I'm so tired. That's where it gets hard. That looks like igneous, intrusive rock, doesn't it? That's like, formed deep in the earth. How does that get up there on top? And that's all little bits. Flow of some sort? I don't know. Or maybe it's just little bits at the top. I have to climb up higher to have a better look. I should stop and take a break. Prudence would dictate. But Prudence ain't here, is she? It's just me. Okay. Turn it off and keep on going. Every time I come around, this has happened like 3 times so far. Come around the corner and I see that. See the gray up there? It looks like a campfire smoke. It's happened like 3 times now. I go, whoa, campfire. But I don't think so. More of the gray stuff. Oh, what is that? There's like a complicated geologic law. It's not the law of original horizontality. It's the law of whatever is over there. It's probably over there. Yeah, that's a geology law. So you see the one layer there, sediment. It's probably deposited across a large expanse of land. You'll find it outcroppings elsewhere, and that's why we see the gray over there, and then we see the gray in abundance right here. The law of, as long as I'm on it, the law of original horizontality, say that 3 times quick, is that rocks were initially laid down in horizontal bands, which makes sense. Except it's not always true, because sometimes stream bed sediments will be laid down in vertical, but it's kind of like it's a layer that's horizontal, but it's inclined, if that makes any sense. And you can see according to the law of original horizontality, the lines here, you see, indicate that this was once like that. That explains why this is sticking up. Flowing lava wouldn't make this type of formation. How would a liquid solidify like that? It solidified horizontally in layers and then was tilted up. And there you go. Ooh, nice. Continuing up. This is really nice in here. Feeling my second wind coming on, my second madness. I think we're on the right path. Hey, is that a birdie's nest? What is that? Tweet, tweet. Is that a bird nest? Can you guys hear me okay? I realized after I did this recently, what was in here? Hop, 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 hop. Strange spacing. They're big enough to be a horse, but strange spacing for that. There used to be goats up here, mountain sheep, well, whatever the heck you call them. Rams, bighorn sheep, that's it. This is the range of them, but they're not known to exist up here. Okay. Oh, there goes see the bird. Another thing this area is famous for is falcons and others. Falcons and their friends. That looks interesting. Look at that rock stuck in the middle. Here I am making all this noise, scaring everything away. Oh, it's just parked there. Nothing big. That looks interesting. Look at the brown earth giving way to pale earth. Brown earth, pale earth. More evidence of lifting. Okay, keep up. I think we're going to find this thing. And if we don't, then we won't. There we go. Another fork in the road coming up. Right or left? What is that? Oh, I thought I saw a big animal looking at me. I think it's going to be this way. It's really getting cold. And more of these big tracks. Those are pretty wide spacing. Look at that. 1, 2. Look at the spacing there to there. I wonder if someone's been up here with a horsey. Oh, interesting. Look at this. Flowing over the... First time I've seen the volcanic rocks forming the bedrock of the stream. That looks like it could be the waterfall. There. Oh, look at that way up there. I recognize this from the satellite photos. I mean, that doesn't mean I'm on the right track, but I know the general lay of the land from 50 miles up. It's not a good place to live. Another plant that's being slowly consumed alive. Kind of hoping we get to it soon. I do this kind of stuff a lot, but it never gets easy. Probably because I do it alone. If I was with somebody else, it'd be a lot easier. But that takes the edge off. Yeah, okay, we're getting narrow up here. And I come here to be alone. And it's not a rejection of society. It's because the stuff that I'm looking for can only be uncovered when I'm alone. The emotions that I'm feeling right now. Look at that. Dark and light. The experience, the kind of the pounding of the heart. The bits and pieces in this lava. I wonder why that is. I wonder if it picked that up from the inside of the crust of the earth as it was coming up. Oh, I think that's what it is. It's called a xenophile. Rocks that are embedded in magma like that. That could be. So we're getting some crystal, some evidence of stuff that formed, chipping off pieces of the inside of the earth as it came up. Look for the green stuff, which is called moho, which is from the lower bits of the earth's crust. You know, there's just crystals. There's just some things that that comes when the cracks form later, and then the crystal saline, the solution with the crystal bits in it, in solution, come in and then harden and solidify, as if harden and solidify were two different things. This is beautiful. Look at this photo. Let's get a photo. So, wow, look at that. That's really nice. If I came with someone else, we'd have the landscape, we'd have the experience and the companionship, but we wouldn't have the wild. This is going to sound corny. We wouldn't have the wild within. It's just the wild without. Yeah, that's probably it. I come here for the wild within. Oh, could this be moho? I don't know. On the inside of the earth. I can't tell the difference between moho and copper. Now it's not hard to get out of here. You just kind of go back the way I came, right? That's easy enough to say. You just follow the wash back. Whatever was up here, where I'm going, is something else big was coming up this way too. Look at this. Is it kind of soft? It's kind of crumbly. Kind of a different type of geology. I'm going to take a piece of that, pop that in my pocket to examine later. Photo. I've got a photo of a selfie. There we go. Look at that. Look at the white stuff sticking out. Oh, very soft all through here. Squishy. Some white stuff. What that is. It's like a big one. Put it in the pocket to examine later. I need to carry a geology pocket or something. Well, even if this is the wrong one, it's the right one for in terms of interest. Very interesting little wash. Look at this. Let's see if there's any iron in there. My friend John made a suggestion to me to pick up a little magnet to check for meteorites, but I thought I could also use it to rub through stuff like this to pick up any iron bits. Oh, lots of iron. Let's shake off the big bits. Oh, lots of iron in there. Nice. Just wrong pocket. Put that in my trash bag. I'm sorry, I'm not minding the camera. Ooh, photo chance. Good gosh. More of those tracks. Something came walking proud and loud. Now look at the footsteps here. There's footsteps there and footsteps there. That's not so far here. Ooh, look at that. Photo time. There we go. More green. Ooh. Look at that. Take that. Study that. Nice rock. Good place to sit. Kind of starting to run out of stuff. Running out of landscape is what we're doing. So, what's this going on here? Getting very narrow. Photo. Okay, this is getting interesting now. Look at the gourd there, the yellow gourd. Lots of green. This is my own little world here now. As Thoreau said, you know, having every little place he went to himself for a time. This is my time here. And it ain't long before it's gone. Very compelling fact that pushes me on to live. Lines. If we were going to find a dry waterfall, this is the landscape that I would expect to find it in. Could that be it? That might be it right there. See? I think we've reached it. I think we've made it. Look at that. 2 waterfalls. Photo. Okay. There's one here and then a bigger one up behind it. Wow! There's a bee. I think. And here's a lot of bees. I got chased by a bee. Look at the tracks. Whatever we were following has been here too. See the tracks right there? Oh wait, there's a waterfall there. That's not it. I was wrong. I hear more bees. I thought that was the end. Getting attacked by bees the way I was a few weeks back kind of got me timid about them which is weird after all those years in Japan with the most dangerous relative of the Asian giant hornet. Suddenly I'm finding them here. Now this is where it's a little iffy because this is as tall as me and a fall down that wouldn't be good. Where I've got to pick where I'm going to draw the line. I think I'll go up this one, but not after that. Here, put the camera up there. Like that. Okay. We made it. Now, that's right at the edge of the kind of stuff that I do. I think when I come down, I'll go up over here and then down that way. But I think we're getting close. Look at evidence of stream wear there. Another waterfall there. We might get stopped by a waterfall that I can't get over, or I won't go over under my circumstances of being alone, which is totally cool. After all, the place I'm trying to get to is not the destination. I've already made it, and I've taken in plenty the thing I came for. I think I can make it up this, no problem. That wasn't a problem. Oh, excuse me. Oh, look at this. Those tracks are still here. Ooh, cold wind. It sucked to get ambushed here. I think we're almost at the end. We are. I don't think this is the right canyon. I think we've come out the other side of the volcano. Wilderness. We've made it to the other, we've made it out the back end of the wilderness, but we made it out by the wrong canyon. After we get out past here, we should see no more, or not. It should be all brown lands beyond. Pretty far. Footsteps. Well, we know that it wasn't a horse, because no horse is going up that. Right? See, we're out of the volcano. Wilderness. Oh. Nice. Okay. Now the canyon that we want is over there somewhere. See how it's just all brown stuff from here? Look at the eroded part up there. That's cold. I'm cold. I can't get my shirt on. My hat back on. I'm gonna call it quits here. We're out of it. Let's just go up here a little further. Have a look. Look at all that. We'll examine the landscape out here before heading back. Well, I'll do that. You guys can take it easy. What a hokey thing to say. Look at it. Oh, nice. Is that a teddy bear toy? Perhaps. Yep. Photo. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that canyon we want. It's back over there somewhere, but I'm not going to go that way for a very good reason. Even though my motto is to go back a different way, these waterfalls are going to be tricky. So I know I can get back down these waterfalls. I don't know if I can get back down there. So go down that way, hit a waterfall I can't get in, come back, got to go down this way. Not good. What's the time? Okay, I got to get out of here. Check this out, take a little rest, and then go. Thanks for joining me, everybody. Take care. Watch out for or look out for that wildness inside. Bye-bye. Here's the composition of the brown hills. As you can see, it's a mix of just every kind of rock, with the exception of sedimentary rocks, so not every kind. Not at all. But lots of other stuff, just everything. All clumped together with this mixed with this finer stuff. Very squishy. So that's a mystery to me. I don't know what this is. It's kind of here. I'm kind of mingled in with the volcanic stuff. So get a chance, I'll go higher. I know what's up there higher. It's a hard, almost like concrete, compacted stuff. Look at that. Looks like something you'd see in Dante's Inferno or something. Landscape here. Then back here, doing something a little dangerous here, cutting through a different way on my way back, which I usually wouldn't do when I'm pushing the edge. But I'm absolutely confident that that's the way back. After all, the water would simply flow out to the open desert. My fear is encountering waterfalls that I can't get over. But I'm absolutely confident that this is the right way. Okay, turn it off. Yes, this crow's been following me for a little bit. Bye-bye. Clearly this is the right path. I'm not entirely certain, but I made a wrong turn. I went right up that fork when I think I should have gone left here. And then right. Not right and right. There's the main gorge there. So yeah, made a mistake. Doesn't look like there's a face or something looking out at that. I said that hole right there. There's something in there. It's not, of course. It looks like it first when I saw it. I'm gonna come back and go up there. I'm so tired. I'd much rather show you what I found than tell you what I know. Okay, bye-bye.